Hey everybody! Today I'm going to teach you 10 tips and tricks to up your Valorant game. Also, only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed, so if you haven't, please subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a ton. Enjoy the video. For our first tip, don't run and shoot. If you're running as you pull the trigger, the gun won't fire straight, which can be a challenge if you're coming from a game like Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty, where weapon accuracy is not as much affected by movement. It's not a good idea to walk while shooting, though moving from standing to crouching will help you keep your shot steady. However, this does not imply that you must remain motionless in a duel. Your rhythm should be step, stop, shoot. You don't want to attack and flee at the same time. Practice shooting just after you've let go of WASD. Enabling the movement penalty setting in the crosshair customization menu will give you useful information on when your target is being interrupted the most. For our second tip, manage your money. When the round begins, if the majority of the team has less than 3,500 credits, you can all buy lower value equipment. This is referred to as an eco round. Your squad will not be synchronized in military intensity if you half buy. Some of you will have top tier weapons and the others will have only armor. It's appropriate to miss an eco round in order to prepare the team for a complete buy in which everyone has what they require. A player can hold a maximum of 12,000 credits in the middle of a match. If a teammate is getting close to this number, ask them to buy something for you or another teammate from the menu. Right-click on what you want to buy. You can sell something you've purchased before buy round ends for its full worth. For our third tip, peeking the right angles at the right time. What I see a lot of my teammates doing is that they peek a bunch of angles at the same time. The enemy can be in any one of those angles, and while they look at one angle, the opponent comes in from another one and kills them. By doing this, you are giving the enemy an unfair advantage, and while you are peeking multiple angles, the enemy can come from any one of those and kill you. In order to combat this, slowly clear out one angle at a time, and after clearing that one angle, move your body to protect yourself from that angle and peek the next one in order to effectively isolate where you can get peeked from. For our fourth tip that I see a lot of new players doing is not using their abilities right or forgetting to use them. I see this one too many times to count. So many players just A, never use their abilities, or B, use their abilities wrong. Why buy abilities if you're not even going to use them? Even worse, wasting them after the round has ended. I know it's fun to use your abilities, but they cost money, you know? Unless you're in a spike rush, you don't want to do this. Use your abilities in order to take a site, retake a site, plant, defuse, or clear an area. These are just some quick things to keep in mind. For our fifth tip, use the practice mode to test out weapons and abilities before you play. Valorant's training mode is flawless. It is tempting to hop into a fight, but take at least 10 to 15 minutes to warm up by shooting bots in the firing range, or practicing weapon spray patterns on targets, or playing some pseudo rounds against AI opponents. There's also a parkour course to help you perfect your move. Please don't use Jet on this parkour course because that's cheating, and no one likes that. For our sixth tip, learn the callouts and communicate to help your team. There will be a special callout for no matter what location you are on the map. If you're not sure what it is, Open the map when it is safe to do so, and it will tell you. Few areas of the map, such as U-Haul and Hookah on the map bind, have player-created callouts that have gained momentum, but for the most part, the in-game callouts will suffice. This is a part of a larger piece of advice, which is to talk. Being a silent teammate is essentially ineffective, particularly in competitive play. To get a much better chance of winning, hammer out your strategies with your squad before each round and play in coordination in mind. If you have a toxic teammate, you can mute/report them individually by pressing escape. Make sure you do this in order to work together, and this will help you have a higher advantage against your opponents and will win you a lot of games. For our 7th tip, keep an eye on your economy so you do not run out of money. This happened so many times to me when I started out Valorant. I would buy the best things I could, and next round I could buy nothing except my abilities and light shields. This wouldn't help me get any wins and would make me lose so many rounds. Because of Valorant's buy scheme at the start of each round, managing the economy is critical. As you would imagine, the more kills, bombs planted/defused, and rounds won, the more money you will get. However, if the game is really close, saving some money for an inexpensive eco round is necessary and will benefit you later. Crosshair placement is our 8th tip. This is extremely important in Valorant, and ever since I've started doing it, I've been getting a lot of wins and kills. Since most guns in Valorant kill within 1 to 2 headshots compared to 3 to 4 body shots, headshots are very critical in Valorant. New players sometimes make the error of walking about with their gaze aimed at the ground. Instead, shoot for high head height almost everywhere you go. Just prepare to flick it down slightly if they crouch. For our 9th tip, search the ground for more expensive ones than yours at the end of the round to save money. For example, if you're using a Stinger or a Spectre and you see a Vandal or Phantom on the ground or better, swap that out for your gun. It's better, more powerful, and more expensive. Make sure you search the floor for other weapons at the end of the round in the few seconds before it moves on to the next. You saved money whether you have a Bulldog or a Spectre or a Stinger, and you can upgrade it to a Vandal, Phantom, or maybe even an Operator if you get lucky. If you don't want to use the gun, give it to a member of your team so they will get more kills and help you win the game, and next round they can buy you the gun that you really want. For our 10th tip, get familiar with different maps. Understanding the various maps in Valorant can greatly increase a player's in-game success. The 5 maps in the game are Haven, Bind, Ascent, Breeze, and Split, and each one has its own set of characteristics. It's critical to learn the maps one at a time if you want to improve your overall competence and become a full player. You will master all of them and become a valued member of virtually every squad. I'm sorry, I forgot Icebox. For our 11th bonus tip, subscribe to my channel in order to get more tips, setups, lineups for each agent, and thank you for watching.